Hello, everyone. This is Edith with Sozo Consulting. I am back with you talking about vitamins from A to Z. I don't know why I always laugh when I say that, but I do. I guess because I'm just happy to be with you guys, giving you the information you need to take control of your health, get with your doctor, and live your best life, okay? So, we're going to get started talking about zinc today. And I know you guys have heard about it, especially with us on the outside of a pandemic, okay? So, what is zinc? So zinc, it is a nutrient that is throughout our bodies, okay? And it is used to help our enzymes do what they need to do, okay? It is a trace mineral, which means we only need it in teeny bit of quantities. And we typically can get it through our foods because of the quantities we need each day, okay? So if you are a woman 19 and older, you typically only need about 88 milligrams a day. And if you are a male or a pregnant female, you only need about 11 a day. So, hey, easy peasy. I can show you later on this video. We'll talk about the foods that we can eat to get those, okay? So, what does zinc do? Let's talk about it. So first of all, zinc helps power up our immune system, okay? Next, it helps our metabolism function like it should. If we get wounded, it helps our wounds heal quickly. For all my foodies out there, it helps with our smell and our taste of our foods. It also helps to regulate our bones, our eyes, our heart, our liver, and men, the important prostate, okay? And then it is majorly responsible for the creation of our DNA, for the production of our cells and their growth, and also for our proteins in our bodies. So, I guess the right question is, what doesn't zinc do, right? So, zinc also is one of the minerals that can be linked to toxicity, okay? Because you only need it in trace amounts, a little bit amounts, you can definitely, like I said before, get it in your foods. But typically those people who do experience toxicity are the ones who supplement. So that's why it's real important to get with your doctor so you can know what you need for you, okay? Now, if you are vegan, and I was there, okay? Those people typically need to do the supplementation because you will see in the food list that vegans don't get some of the foods that are needed that are high in zinc, okay? So in order for you to keep your immune system like it should be and keep your metabolism like it should be, you gotta get those supplements in, okay? All right, so also pre-pandemic, when people thought about using zinc, they thought about the form of zinc oxide, which typically was used for skin conditions such as diaper rash for babies, okay? And now, post-pandemic, we typically think about zinc in the form of lozenges and other supplements, okay, because of that boost to the immune system, okay? All right, so let's get started talking about what you will experience, some, none, or all, if you are deficient in zinc, okay? And I tell you always, this is not an exhaustive list, okay? So this is just my little list, so we'll go through it real quick. So first of all, you will experience acne if you don't have the required amount of zinc you need on a daily basis. And nobody wants acne, okay? Especially when you're my age. Yeah, no. So typically what zinc will do is it will reduce the production of oil in your skin and it will control the overgrowth of bacteria. So put those two things together, bam, and you got a clear face, okay? So next, your nails, okay? So zinc will help discolored nails. It will help with lines in nails. It will even help if there are white little spots on your nails. So if you see that, which I remember seeing that on my nails before in the past, you might need to get your zinc levels checked, okay? So next, it helps reduce eczema which basically, again, with that bacteria inflammation, zinc is great for taking inflammation out, okay? So that's how it helps that eczema. And then fatigue, okay? So it helps our body turn food into energy. And so if we don't have enough, then we're not getting all the energy we need from the foods we're taking. And again, the last video we talked about moving slow. So like, yeah, we need that zinc to keep our movement too, okay? Also, I talked about the loss of taste and the loss of smell. And of course, what will come with that? A poor appetite, right? So if you can't taste your food and you can't smell your food, because those are like the joys of being able to eat, okay? To just kind of smell and taste and enjoy. And if you can't do that like you need to, it's like, what's the point of eating? And then it also helps with our memories, okay? Because it targets where our learning receptors and our memory centers in our brain, okay, when we take it, which is really important, okay? And then also, if you are in childbearing years, it helps with sterility, okay? For my men, we talked about the prostate, okay? Well, it helps produce testosterone, which is necessary for normal semen production, okay? So you want your guys to be produced in a great number so they can do what they need to do so that you and your wife can conceive. Well, make sure you got your zinc levels up to where they need to be, okay? And then also, as I said earlier, poor immunity, okay? So again, zinc helps with all of that stuff. And if we don't get what we need, then we experience these symptoms, and we don't want any of these, all right? As I always say, how are we going to take care of that? Through our foods, right? Okay, so let's talk about some foods that are high in zinc. So I don't have many with me today because you guys know I do eat meat, but I don't eat it in large quantities. So typically you have your meat, your fish, and your seafood are your major players with your zinc, okay? But then you have other things such as legumes, beans, okay? High in zinc. And then you know what I'm about to pull out, right? You know. That almighty egg, she has everything, right? Again with the egg. Eggs are high in zinc, so get your eggs in, okay? So that's all I have for me in my little show and tell. But there's also shellfish, oysters, lobsters for all my seafood lovers, beef and poultry, pork even, okay? I don't subscribe to pork, but if you want to eat it, it's high in zinc. Then nuts and seeds, okay? Whole grains. And then they also fortify our cereals with zinc so that we can get the daily allotted allowance. In like we need to, okay? Y'all don't mind me. So as always with every video, I talk about a disease or diseases that can be affected by the vitamin or mineral that we're talking about. So today, I talked about a couple. So you have the common cold, okay? You have the flu, and you have COVID-19. I'm gonna lump all those together. They all do carry similar symptoms for some things and different symptoms with other, and the severity is definitely different with each one of them, okay? And the flu definitely is super potent, and if you ever had the flu, you know you had the flu, okay? Now, I have never been diagnosed with COVID, so I cannot honestly say what that feels like, but just knowing what the pandemic brought us, very severe, okay? But there are different levels of severity because I have interacted with people who are like, my nose just ran, or I just felt tired. So I guess different strokes for different folks, okay? But zinc can help all three, okay? So with that common cold, flu, you get the symptoms, you start feeling it coming on, you take it a couple days into it, it will lessen your symptoms and lessen the duration of the cold and flu, okay? And then with COVID-19, lots of tests were done and zinc was proven to decrease death rates, to decrease ICU admissions, and to also decrease the severity of the symptoms of COVID-19, okay? So as we're going through and getting into the winter where people kind of catch the cold, flu, and all of that stuff, you guys can get with your doctor, see where your zinc levels are, and if they're not where they need to be, you can get some more foods in your diet, or you can get supplements, especially them vegans with the supplements, okay? Now, there's also something called macular degeneration, all right? And so that's typically related to age, typically, not always. But it's when your vision is blurred from the center, okay? So there are two forms. You have the dry form, which is where the center of the retina is deteriorating. And then you have the wet form, which there's leaky blood vessels that are growing under your retina, okay? So either one of those, we don't want, right? No, we want to take care of our eyes. So what can we do? Well, it's been proven that zinc can help stave off that, okay? Because what happens is when they diagnose you with that, they give you a special formula that basically contains vitamins and minerals, and that can help lessen the symptoms and reduce the disease, the speed of the disease. Ultimately, they suggest you have surgery, but you know what? Let's be proactive while we got our sight. Let's make sure we got our zinc levels up, okay? And get that zinc in like we need, all right? So, now let's talk about drug interactions real quick before I leave. So zinc is one of those minerals that can interact with certain drugs. So be mindful and cautious and get with your doctor again before you supplement, or really before you supplement, because like with your food, typically you get, it's just a little bit you need. So you really shouldn't be mixing and matching with your food like that, like you will with the medicine. So antibiotics. So it can decrease the ability of the antibiotics to fight off bacteria, okay? It also can affect rheumatoid arthritis medication because it interferes with the reduction of the arthritis symptoms. And then lastly, diuretics. Certain diuretics interact with it because those diuretics increase the elimination of zinc throughout your body through your urine, okay? So get with your doctor, find out what your zinc levels are. Get the foods, get this meat in, you guys. Let's get this zinc in there. And if you're not a meat eater, you're a vegetarian or vegan, vegans get your supplements. Vegetarian, let's get this dairy, let's get these nuts and seeds, like get all that stuff in you, okay? Let's keep our eyes healthy, let's keep our DNA healthy, and let's keep our immune systems built up so we're not sniffling and sneezing this winter, all right? So it was great being with you guys today with vitamins and minerals from A to Z. We will see you next time. Peace out, guys. Bye.